The problem is I don't have any hubs to fit these. It's gonna work pretty sweet.
I knew it too.
Hey guys, I'm building this really cool go-kart that I'm gonna have a video out on soon. This video is kind of a little side project to it because I've got a problem with this go-kart. I would like to use a 1-inch keyed shaft for the axle. One longer than this. This is just a little scrap I've got. I want to use these cool tires and wheels that I have. I built a project for my buddy Chris. He had a cool old little Suzuki four-wheeler when he was a kid, and he wanted it for his granddaughter, and I was able to put an electric conversion on there and make it so it ran off of his DeWalt batteries.
Yeah.
For his power tools and little four-wheeler for his granddaughter to ride around on. Well, he wanted slick tires on it, and he wanted them to be a little wider. So when I showed him these, he said, well, can you get them any wider? So I got him some wider tires for that, which left me with these. And I think they're going to be great on this. These aluminum rims and tires are going to look really good on this aluminum go-kart. The problem is I don't have any hubs to fit these. I bought these to fit his four-wheeler, which was really fun. That was a pretty cool project. She loves that thing. She rides it all over. I need to be able to fit this 1-inch shaft. So I ordered some 1-inch hubs before on Amazon, measured out the hole pattern, and they lied to me, and they came and they were way too small to fit these. The center wasn't right, the hole pattern wasn't right, none of it was right. Since then, I've seen a whole bunch of these that say that they have this size hole pattern, but when I looked up that size hole pattern, this is what I got. So the only ones that I was able to find either were for the front spindles, so that had bearings in them, or had a spline shaft for like a Chinese four-wheeler type axle. Well, since I'm wanting to use a 1-inch shaft with a keyway, that's not going to work. In fact, I knocked the bearings out of one of these spindles and was just going to weld a bushing on each side and then drill a hole and pin it. But I really like having that keyway better than a shear bolt in an axle, you know, for something that might potentially be going pretty fast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these 1-inch shaft couplers. It's already got the keyway cut in it and a couple set screws. And then I'm going to use these heavy-duty washers that I got at a hardware store here locally called Max. They have these big heavy plates that have been stamped out. And I'm going to machine this to fit this collar and try and make my own hubs. You know, it's a lot easier if you can just find what you need on Amazon, order it, have it on a shelf, then when you go to do it, you can just put it together. That would be ideal. If any of you guys know where to find these, I'll order some. You know, if you know a good place to buy these things. Amazon's where I buy most of my stuff, or eBay. I need to find some good place to get go-kart parts. I've checked out Go Power Sports. They've got a whole bunch, but I didn't find what I needed. I can't find what I need, so time to build it. You know, it takes a little longer to build it yourself, but then you know it's done right. So I chucked up those washers in the lathe, and I swapped to a boring bar with the WNMG insert. The lathe is turning about 300 RPM. Does a pretty good job. I really love this lathe. It's been a handy tool. I need to bring it to my hobby shop and get rid of my other lathes. I should do a video on the other lathes, and then I think I'm going to sell them and move this lathe to the hobby shop. It's just so handy. So I just chuck up that washer, give it a little tappy tap with a brass hammer, get it nice and flush and even. Doesn't have to be perfect, but just really close. And then I just took and bored out those holes. This part's just pretty boring. The nice thing about this boring bar with this insert is you can chamfer the inside and the outside really easily and get rid of any sharp edges. I've got these washers, these heavy duty washers, machined so that they fit around our couplers. I'm gonna weld it to the coupler and then we can go and machine down a face to fit our wheel really well. I've got it spaced up with some of these other washers, nice and heavy duty. And I'm going to tack it and then weld it in the rollout wheel. So I've got the Lincoln 210MP set up with 030 wire at 330 inches per minute of wire at 20.5 volts. Then back to the farm shop, chuck it back up. Then I swap to a T&MG tool to turn it down to the right diameter. I was able to chamfer the inside with that bit, but then I had to swap over to a square insert to be able to chamfer that outside edge better. Chamfers just always make a part look so much more refined. Then I swap back to the triangle insert so that I could face the end of our hub, make it nice and straight and parallel so that the wheel doesn't wibble wobble. Then to figure out the diameter of the inside of that wheel, I came over to my tools and I use this sweet old set of spring calipers that makes it really handy to figure out this diameter. You can find that inside widest point of that diameter. Then you just take your digital calipers, figure out your measurement, which in this case is 2 inches and 120 thousandths. Then I measured the diameter of that coupler and it was 1 3/4 inches. So I just figured out the difference, touched off on that coupler, reset my DRO, and then worked it back so that the diameter would be correct, which in this case was 370 thousandths. I had to bring it back to make the diameter that size. Then I faced it back 1/8 of an inch. I had to machine part of the weld as well, which gave it really good purchase on the inside of the rim. Alrighty, now that we got these turned down on the lathe, all we got to do is just drill our hole so we can mount it to it. It's nice that it fits the inside circumference of the rim, can rest right on the edge of that lip. That way the bolts aren't doing all the work. The center is, all the bolts are doing is holding it to the hub. But now we need to mark our holes, so I'm going to use some of these. These are just from Harbor Freight, center punches that are called transfer punches. They've got a point on the end, and they're different diameters. This set goes from like 1/2 inch down to like 3/32. You just find the one that fits your hole really good.
That's what she said.
Give it a little tappy tap. So I try not to hit too hard on my transfer punches so I don't dull them, and then I go through with a good center punch and center punch it afterwards. Just like that, we have a mark you can see.
What's your mark?
I haven't marked ones, my dear.
And we can take it to the drill press and drill those. I added a stand here to reinforce the base of this drill press so that when I put weight on it, it's nice and solid. Don't get the flex in the table like I was getting. So had I been thinking, I would have brought back a V-block to clamp in here to help hold this in place on the drill press. But I just am going to use this lathe tool post quick connect. The dovetail in here fits pretty good on this, and it ought to work about like a V-block, so that I can hold this upright and clamp it tight. That looks pretty close, and then I'll give it a peck and make sure I'm where I want to be.
Wow. What a hole.
We'll deburr the holes. I bolted the hub to the wheel, and then I welded the back side of the bolts to the hub so that they'd be like studs, so I wouldn't have to deal with wrenches and stuff to tighten it all up and just make it better. A quick cleanup with the wire wheel to deburr and knock off any spatter and just get rid of all the smoke and soot and get it ready for paint. Well, those are looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how they're turning out. This is going to be awesome for this go-kart. Having the right hubs makes all the difference in the world, you know? I didn't want to have to worry about those little light ones breaking. Sometimes it's frustrating when you can't find what you need online. Sometimes you just have to make it. We're gonna paint the hubs, so I'm gonna use a little of this self-etching primer first. In the video where I made the rotisserie paint turner to paint the frame of my four-wheel drive go-kart, we built this little thing out of the Milwaukee Sawzall and a caulk gun and a drawer slide. It's just a real simple little thing. I've seen similar things on the internet, and this is our version. Anyhow, just kind of a little handy thing to shake your spray paint. I'll link that video in the description. Of that paint turner. It was pretty cool. So we're going to use a little bit of this Ace Premium Enamel Chrome Gloss. Just from the hardware store. Just some, it dries quick, but I figured chrome would look good on these. I have always loved the way this chrome aluminum gloss, it just coats so good. Well, there we have it. I think that's going to work pretty sweet. I think that's going to match this go-kart really well. I like the aluminum painted hubs, I think this thing's going to be great. Well, keep an eye out for the video on the rest of this go-kart. You know, if you like this kind of content, subscribe. I've finally got monetized, guys. Super happy about that. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet.
What does mine say? Sweet. What about mine? Dude, what does mine say? Sweet.
Your tattoo says dude. Your tattoo says sweet.
I'm pretty excited about this. I would have had this go-kart done, but I had to go do a bunch of work in the oil field this week. But I was able to film some of that. I've got to get that edited and uploaded. But I'm going to get this go-kart done, so keep an eye out for that. You know, feel free to subscribe. The channel's grown a bunch lately. I really appreciate all your guys' support and love. Anyhow, comment and let me know if you guys know a place to actually get these kind of hubs. I've looked around and I haven't found them. Doesn't mean they aren't out there. I'm sure they are. I made these because I didn't have any. All right. Well, remember, me and Jesus love you. I'll talk to you later.